Hey guys, it is Cthulthu here, and in this video I want to show you how to make 528k an hour with just level 34 crafting and level 55 magic level. So quite simply what you're going to be doing is making carapace legs and alching them. That is pretty much it. My guide price in order to maximize your profit would be 600 GP per carapace hide, of which you'll need 2 to make the legs, and also 110 GP for the nature runes involved. Therefore a total cost of 1310 GP per legs that you're going to be making, and a total profit of 790 GP each, because the legs will be alching at a price of 2100. In a single hour you will be able to do this 51 times, so that's 51 cycles, and those cycles will include making 13 carapace legs, alching the 13 carapace legs, and also banking for a new inventory. So that cycle takes 1 minute and 10 seconds, allowing you to do 51 cycles per hour, and that will in turn allow you to make 528k within that hour. Obviously prices of the hides may change. Currently in the last 24 hours I was able to buy 6,000 hides for 600 GP each, which is more than enough for me to process in a single day without needing any more. Even if you were to increase the price at which you bought those hides to maybe 700 GP each, which would in turn actually be quite easy, and you would be able to expect an instant purchase, then you'll still be able to make 590 GP per legs that you make. So that is pretty much everything, guys. I did not include the price of thread because it's too ridiculously low to take into account. I also didn't take into account the cost of fire runes because naturally you'll be using a fire staff or something equivalent, as I am right now with my lava staff, and that, guys, is pretty much it. So 528k per hour, and it's possible for you to do this with just level 34 crafting and level 55 magic. It's also possible to sell these legs for 1990 GP on the Grand Exchange. This will happen very slowly, but it's a way of avoiding having to alch them if you want to try and avoid it. It is certainly something that I'm trying right now, and they seem to be selling at a decent rate, maybe about 300 per day. Not very fast, but it foregoes me having to actually alch them, and yet I'm still making the same profit I would have by alching them. Another thing that you might want to take into account is simply that right now, at the hides being 600 GP each or 700 GP if you want to buy them easily, they will have to rise to the cost of 1000 GP each for them to stop being a profitable method. So in other words, if you were to buy the hides upon hearing this guide, then that will probably net you a profit by just having those hides for a couple of months maybe, while others learn about this method and start taking advantage of it themselves, which will naturally lead to an increase in the price of hides. The one thing that I cannot say though, because this is one thing I do not know myself, I don't know where these carapace hides actually come from, so I cannot tell you how easy these hides are to gather. If they are easy to gather, then perhaps the price of the hides won't increase, but regardless, the price, or rather the profit that you'll make from making the legs will probably remain the same regardless. So you'll either make money by buying the hides and selling them at a higher price later on once more people are accustomed to the method, or you will still be able to make money from those hides by processing them into the legs themselves. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching, and see ya until next time.